Train. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, news alert. Ludwig got swatted on stream, and this swatting situation, it's very weird, right? It has been happening to a lot of people. It's not funny. It's just weird. So let's hear this story. Let's hear him out. Right, it's been happening. It happened to Speed, to XQC, to every big creator, right? And I've heard that a person died from swatting as well, right? So it's not a joke. It's not a joke anymore, right? So yeah, let's watch.
Make a video about this, but I figured since the information's already out there, I might as well just post something. At least that way I can make a couple bucks off a wasted Sunday afternoon. So this is the story of how I got swatted. All right, subscribe. See you later. Goodbye.
A few moments after my stream, leaving my stream. Never stop the stream, right?
What's up, boys? Welcome back to Mogul Mail, or my channel, or whatever this is.
Okay.
If you missed the end of last stream or are not on twitter.com, then you might not know that the stream ended abruptly as I went upstairs to refill my water in between a chess tournament I was running. I was met with the gun of a police officer, which was weird because my front door was not meant to be open for police officers. And so I spent about, an hour away in a police car as they went through my house. And then the clips, they've mostly been a bit hushed down. I think Tim did a good job locking it down, but I think I was still live when the police were walking through. You guys probably saw that. You probably saw the police walking through the house because they sweep every single room when they do a swatting. As you can see, I'm not too shaken up, maybe a little bit of adrenaline. Generally, I'm pretty fine. The initial part is kind of scary, but then it's quickly overwhelmed with a annoying feeling. I
think the police should do something about this, right? Like, this problem is not gonna be over by anybody, just telling people, oh, don't swat and stuff, because there are fucking weird ass people. There should be accountability. If someone swats, gives a wrong report and stuff, I think they should be put in jail, right? And I think only then, people will be a bit more scared to do something like that. Yeah.
I'm just annoyed. Now, this isn't the first time we've been swatted. I talked on Mogul Mail before about how I've been swatted, and this is the first time it's happened in a while, though. And it was a little different than most times because it was only me and Aiden home. Everyone else is out doing shit. So it was a little bit different in that sense. I think it made things a little bit easier to deal with because only having 2 people is a lot easier than the police officers being like 5 people come through. To the motherfucker who swatted me, who's watching this, who wasted about 55 minutes of my day.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You did it. 55 minutes of my day down the drain. Here's the thing about you, though. You got 55 years ahead of you that you are poised to waste. 55 years that you are set up to just blow through doing absolutely nothing with your life. And hey, hope you have a great Sunday. Recommendation, me to you. Spin it around. You got a lot of years, all right? You spend 60, 70, 80
being
years
wholesome here.
On average. That's about it. You might as well, while you're here, do something effective with your time. Make an imprint. Be a positive impact. Change the lives of those around you. Now, if you get your rocks off on this, good job. All right? This will be the one thing you do, then you die, then that's it. Pee pee poof. Bye-bye. GG no re. It feels to me empty. Okay? I would shoot for more. But if that's what you want, is 55 minutes
is
of my
very
Sunday,
fucked up,
take it up.
man. It's very fucked up.
TikTok,
it's not even funny. How is it funny? Like, I don't get it. How is it? It's just weird, isn't it? It's just weird, right?
It's the same thing, all right? To me, every single day, 55 minutes down the drain, it's not that big of a deal. But I do have to quickly talk about the ineptitude of the police departments in Los Angeles. Now, I've been swatted a few times. Every time they come, this is generally how it goes. They take it very seriously at first, all right? 8 squad cars, 2 fire trucks, 1 helicopter going around. Because there's some made-up story that the person who swats will say. Some BS.
Yeah.
There's like a, my name's like Adam, and I'm going to kill this person and then kill myself. Whatever. And then what happens, and I've realized where the ineptitude falls, is that there's a disconnect. Because every time it's happened to me before, they say, hey, give us a phone number, and we'll call you when it happens again. Because of that, I always have my phone on me while I stream, right here. I'm prepared for a phone call. The problem is they've never called. Every single time they've come, they've never called. And every time they come, I get a little more annoyed. I'm like, why didn't you call this time? Why didn't you call this time? Why didn't you call this time? And instead of being like, oh, you know what? Our bad, we should have called. They'll hit me with something like this. They hit me with this one time. I talked about this on Mogul Man before. They hit me with this. They hit, maybe you should get a different job.
Bruh.
I'm like, that cannot be the solution. Certainly not. There has to be a middle ground between here and there, but I realize today where the disconnect lies. Now, the police department is a fabulously wealthy
Ludwig.
group. All right, the Los Angeles Police Department specifically has a lot of money in their ecosystem. But the division of labor leads for failures in communication. Specifically, when you call into the police, you call into an operator's line. And the operators are not a grounds crew. They don't do the dirty work. They don't go to stop things from happening and stop crime and kill innocent black men. That's not what they do. They just answer the phone,
that's a stretch.
So when they answer the phone, they'll say, hey, we got a call. There's someone that's going to get murdered at this address. And then they tell the police, the grounds crew. And then the grounds crew, the policemen who actually go to addresses, they just do the thing they're told to do. And so annoyingly, I would love so very dearly to yell at who comes to my house and be like, you fucking dumbass, you've come multiple times. I've told you my number. You know I'm a YouTuber. You can literally go to my stream and see a camera that displays
I mean, then it's you know, if some streamer has gotten swatted before, right, and he gives them his number and stuff, right, like this is gonna happen, okay, so you guys need to be careful about this, okay, and just call him and stuff, you know.
What I'm doing, and what you'll find out is most times it's not murder. All right. Nary a day.
Yeah, you never know.
Have you tuned in the stream and I'm like, boys, today plan is simple, we're getting up to some murder. It's never happened. So that's what I tell them every time. But the problem is I'm yelling at someone with no power, right? If you think about it in the grand scheme, they are not the people who make the decisions for the police department. They're not the unions. They're not the leads. They're not the operators who directly deal with the calls. So I'm basically yelling at the equivalent of a barista at a Starbucks that happens to have a gun, telling them they're being dumb, when they are like, well, I don't give a shit, bro. You can talk to corporate or my manager because I'm neither of those.
Yeah. And that's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah.
It's like the same exact thing.
I gotta get his point.
So it's like, whatever. It's just a thing that I gotta live with and deal with.
Yeah. I mean, there are downsides to it, you know. Probably streaming is the most chill job ever, right? You know, you just sit, you watch videos sometimes, you play video games, right? You're just charismatic or something, you know, you're kind of like Papa, right? And yeah, it's different, you know, like all of you guys watching Stacy, you know, Lance and, you know, Punchinello and all of you guys, right? It's a very easy job. So there is some, you know, the hardship comes from these things. And I don't know, one has to, like, you can't always get what you want, right? You can't get all of it, right? There's shit that happens, you know. Plus, it's not a job. All right, okay, it's not a job. All right, okay, it's not a job. Okay.
It's an hour out of my Sunday. It's an hour out of my Sunday. Now, hopefully, they tell me every time. Next time they'll call me. Next time they'll be better. We'll see. I'm thinking about getting like a nice doormat that says in really long text, Hello, if you are a policeman or SWAT team reading this, I am a YouTuber. My channel is youtube.com/Ludwig/live. I know it's really long. I've told YouTube about this in parentheses. Please do not come in so aggressively. I will come up. Just knock a few times. Thank you. Goodbye. And then maybe that would work. Maybe that would work. Because the problem is the people on the phone who are faking the SWAT are talking to an operator who then talks to the people who come to the house.
Yeah.
And there's confusion along the way. And I can only do so much. This time was particularly annoying for one reason. I will say this. This pissed me off. When they come through, they leave every single door open. Which is like annoying when your parents do it. It's as annoying when the police do it, turns out. And so they went through, they opened every door, and guess who snuck outside?
Who?
If it was not young Coots.
Oh, the cat,
young
man.
Coots snuck outside
The
while
cat.
the police were here, understandably. Because I don't want to be in this house either when there's police stomping around. Luckily,
Aw.
I called her and she came right to me. Sweetheart, thank you very much for that, Coots. Did scratch me, though.
Okay.
This was the most damage done to me today. Either way, an amazing thing came out of this. An amazing thing came out of this.
What's the thing?
It's not all negative, right? We're mostly negatives here.
All right. Spill it out. Don't take too many pauses.
Got swatted. Chess tournament got delayed. Feels bad.
All right.
But one amazing thing happened because when the police came,
They came.
they have to go through every room, right?
Yeah.
And one of the rooms they have to go in is our attic where we do the yard podcast.
Okay.
So somehow, while walking through the yard set, they just fell through our ceiling. just fell through it. Look at all the damage they did.
What
just
the
falling
fuck?
through. How do you do that? We've been recording there for months.
So now I get to get paid by the police department.
All right. Okay.
Which I think technically is me still paying for myself because it's probably through tax dollars regardless. But hey, still goes right back to my pocket. Shit. Anyway, that was it.
It's a very scary situation, man. It's a very scary situation. But you know what? Stacy, I'm looking at you here, all right? You don't contribute at all to the conversation, all right? So you might as well subscribe, all right? Subscribe right now. What are you looking at, huh? What are you looking at?